Does the internet need a disclaimer? Is it fated to have one? Let's find out. See what I did there? People seem to be overly sensitive these days. It's kind of unsettling. You know, you think about the rights that people have. The rights to basically, free speech. That bullshit. We all have the right to say whatever the hell we want. But people also technically have the right to be offended by whatever they want. The word offended has been blown way out of proportion, where nowadays people get offended for fucking everything. And it makes me think that maybe, just maybe, the internet needs a disclaimer. Hell, it might even be destined to one day have a disclaimer. Browsers like Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, I laughed, Safari, these applications might one day actually need a disclaimer, a nice paragraph warning. You are about to enter the internet. Welcome to the World Wide Web. Trolls are abound. If you are somebody of a certain sexual orientation, certain race, certain gender, and you find that you are easily offended, turn back now. The internet is not a place for you. This is something that keeps popping into my head. You see people getting offended on a daily basis by things that just shouldn't offend somebody. Things that should offend, or things that do offend, should offend everybody. That's how I look at it. If your skin isn't thick enough to take a joke, take a poke at your personal character, then really your skin isn't thick enough for the real world. It's not an easy place. Nothing is free and nothing is handed to you on a silver platter. When you come into a place like the internet and getting offended over just the most insignificant things, you take a giant leap back in social progression. You start closing doors, you start shutting things down, you start censoring things that shouldn't be censored. You start creating a whole other issue where when you're battling for equality and you're battling for social rights and social justice, you're literally stepping right on top of the people that are expressing all the rights that you're fighting for. You might not like it. You might not agree with what they say. Hell, you might even get offended. But that is the internet. That is the world we live in. People will say what they want, when they want. There will be repercussions from a lot of the shit people say. But if you don't have the skin thick enough to take that, if you can't take insults and criticism and even just a straight up question and take it and make it something that makes you better, or make it something that proves a point you're trying to make, then really there should be that disclaimer on the internet, and you shouldn't be allowed to enter this domain. It is a big, scary place, the internet. And a lot of people don't give a fuck about you, about your race, about your sexual orientation, about your gender. All they care about is being on the internet and saying what the fuck they want. Because that, in reality, is what the internet is. A free, open source for everybody to speak their mind, to make content, and more or less be free, to be more free than what they are in the public real world. That's how the internet works. That's how the internet should always work. But the more we get socially conscious and morally righteous, I like the quotations, the more we turn back the clock on freedoms and rights. And this is why I think one day it's fated for the internet to have a disclaimer. Let me know what you think.